Hello, hello. Nice to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. And today is a special day since I have a special guest, my client, that approached me in January, and she wanted to finally get her health sorted because she had many questions regards her health, why the weight is not shifting, why the things are not shifting for her. And after working with her and completing our weeks, we now have something to share with you tonight. And I have honored for her to be here with us. She's an amazing soul. Her name is Inna Maksinova, and she's an NLP coach. And please, Inna, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ina, and as Ina said, I'm NLP coach. Actually, due to my own journey, I was specializing in food addiction and emotional eating myself, and I had done so much work on why do I eat, when do I eat, I don't want to snack, what's causing me to do this thing, where cravings come from, and all of that. And I've been digging deeper and deeper and deeper, and have done the world of self-development courses and training. And I actually met Ines on one of those courses, and we trained together, and and I was so glad to have made that connection. So, um, Ines,
Yeah.
where do I start?
So I will basically will be throwing you some questions, and you just share whatever comes up for you and share your experience and your journey, because this is why we are here for. And basically, first of all, why did you approach me? What was the real like reason? Why did you reach out for me?
I was frustrated and desperate. Quite frankly, that's just it. I am 38 at the moment, and I have done any diet I could think of. I have been low calorie, low fat, low sugar, low carb, low, you name it. I've done diets with like Cambridge Weight Plan, like with their own food products, and you eat only this. I've done plans developed by someone. I have read a lot on the subject. What's this thing called glycemic index? How to use it? What's insulin? How it works? Hormones? These foods and the other, and had quite a bit of knowledge, really. And and still things weren't shifting for me, and I had been sugar free for 6 months without losing weight, and was like, what am I missing? What's going on here? I'm not craving, I'm not overeating, I'm not snacking 24/7, I'm not eating chocolate. Why is it not shifting? I was frustrated, to as frustrated as it gets. and and I just reached out to you, and was, Ines, what can you do? Seriously, do something. I'm at the end of my wit now, and I really need someone to just swoop in and let me. I'll just follow. And
Yes.
I was really surprised. Really, I thought I eat very clean, and I had eliminated a lot of things from my diet. I was wondering what else can a nutritionist tell me that I haven't read yet, and it turned out there was a lot Ines could tell me, and I was quite surprised. Literally, the protocol she's given me was so thorough, guys. Really, from what to drink and what to eat, it really didn't cover just that. It covered mantras, it covered emotional healing, it covered, we did some energetic work, some breath work with her, and including take a bath once a week with 2 cups of Epsom salts.
Yes, exactly.
What to put on my body, what mantras to say in front of the mirror. It was really, really every single area I could think of, Ines had it covered. It blew
Yes.
me out of my mind.
And remember, Ina, you were saying first 2 weeks you felt a little bit overwhelmed, right? And I was said to you, just step by step. It's just like a business plan, right? It's not, you
Yeah.
don't have to accomplish straight away. Just implement one, throw extra, extra, and then it will happen. And then in 4 weeks' time, what did you say?
Um, at first, I was overwhelmed, and I needed a week or two to kind of order it all in, add those things to my diet, get used to the new recipes, familiarize myself with all of that. And 1 month in, this had become a second nature to me. And it just felt natural to go take my MCT oil, my supplements that she told me to take. It wasn't overwhelming at all. Once I got it all in place, it actually was easy to follow.
Yes, because by nature we are designed to for this kind of protocol. It's just that we forgot about it and we are educated or misled to some marketing crap that they want you to buy, and then you're a little bit lost. And I completely feel you. I felt you from the right beginning. And
Yes.
what is that you discovered? What is that you discovered for yourself throughout? Because you had many questions when you were approaching me, and basically I was throwing them. What is that your first like aha moment?
First, I was surprised that I didn't miss anything. That was one of the first things. I didn't miss chocolate or potatoes, or I had a day off when I could eat my potatoes. I could have cacao nibs in certain recipes, and you gave me all these recipes that covered chocolate, and I was very surprised that I didn't miss any foods. I didn't feel like I was giving up something or craving that I didn't have cravings I couldn't satisfy with any of your recipes, and that made it very, very easy for me. And I was surprised that this didn't feel like a jail sentence. You know what I mean? Many diets just feel that way, that you have to deprive yourself of the world of food, and just try to hold on to it for as long as you can, and and your protocol did not feel that way. So this was the first big wow for me.
Yes,
Um,
Ina.
Now the second big wow, it keeps getting better.
Listen to
Yes, I had this session with you when you tuned into. Well, we did some breath work and energy work, and you were tuning into my energy and was telling me about my heart chakra being how I've closed off and how I'm numbing myself to a lot of things. And as you were talking, I started crying. It was so hitting the right spot, every word that come out of your mouth, and I was thinking how, oh my God, she's so right. I am so numbing myself, and it's actually manifested in my body. There are two spots on my legs where I actually feel numb. I don't feel anything there. It feels like through a wetsuit, and you were telling me how I'm numbing myself, and I was, oh my God, how far I've gone suppressing my emotions, that it's actually manifested in my body. It's unbelievable. And you kept talking, and I was just crying. It was such an amazing healing session. And I realized how all this fat that I was holding on to, it's actually a protection layer. It's defense mechanism. It's like I was feeling cozy in all of that, just hurtling myself into I'm going to stay in here covered up with all these layers, and where no one can see the my true emotions, and no one can get to my heart, or hurt me in any way. No one can break my heart if I keep on layering up and put up defenses. And that was a big part of me holding on to that fat. That's why a lot of things hadn't worked before. And it didn't matter how long I'm going to quit sugar for, as long as I keep holding on to these defenses I had created for myself. So,
Mm. And
Ines,
so
did you
many
want to
women,
advice you had given
yeah,
me?
this is this is very important what you're saying. It's because it's many women like you are trying. They are on the best diet, the cleanest food ever, and it's like, why things are not happening? Why I still have hips wide, and it's, as everything else is shredding. What's going on? Oh, genetics. Yes, genetics is like 2-3%. Yes, but we can switch on and switch off those genes if we
Yes.
combine with the lifestyle.
You
So
know what? I do know that part as well. Like I said, I had read and listened to so many things before starting to work with you, and one of them was Bruce Lipton's lecture where he was saying, "Yes, we think we might be victims of our genetics, but we have every single gene there is. Which gene is going to be active is depends on us. Whether that gene will be dormant or it will be active is down to us, our energy, our vibration, our mindset. We are in control of this. We're not victim of our genes." And I knew that part and still didn't know how to utilize that knowledge, you know.
yeah, I hear you in it. It's very interesting because you can, like, yes, you can kind of, all these things, but how to incorporate it's a life journey. Actually, I, even for myself, I'm still walking that path. I'm still discovering what's happening with my body, as well as you, Ina. So we are all, and I'm sure that somebody who is listening right now is on the same page. What
Yeah.
were your results, Ina? So after having 8 weeks with me, or on our journey together, what were your results? With what you came out with?
Well, I definitely feel much better overall with my health, and I have a lot more tools now with how to manage either my iron deficiency, anemia, combinations of foods. When I crave chocolate, what to do, of course, to remind again. Um, I have a lot of results, and I had the weight to start shifting. It started dropping down, and the now, what would be my biggest takeaway? Uh, I think the last shift was when you sent me some screenshots of your book. So just to give a little bit of pre-story, I was sharing with Ines that I was having some weird sensations in my pelvis, and that it either felt painful, tired, all sorts of, just I didn't feel strong, that it was holding me together. And I was doing these exercises for core, and Ines came back to me literally. It was either the same day or the next morning. I think I woke up in the morning and saw a message from a book she was reading with some pages screenshot, with information that could support me why I was having these experiences in my pelvis. And I got that it was again about energy alignment, and it was my chakra. Basically, it was the things I was holding on to and not manifesting, if that makes sense. um the way that the seven chakras are, we start with idea, we speak, we breathe life into it, heartbeat, then charged with energy in the solar plexus, and in the womb is where we nourish them, and that's where I'm holding on to things and not moving forward with, through the root chakra to manifest them. So that was explaining all this pain and weird sensations in my pelvis, and this was simply me sending her a text message of how I feel today, and she gets back to me with something as useful as that was giving me this gigantic breakthrough of, oh my god, all I need to do is take actions on all these ideas I've been keeping on hold, and that energy flow will be restored. So um
Oh, yes,
i
Ina,
I
and
got a lot of support from you.
Ina, the answer came to me not because I was looking for it. I was just literally opening my regular before, wind down, before you go to bedtime. So I always maybe make sure I read 2-3 pages if I like the book a little bit more. But I was like, first page, pelvis. Okay, that's interesting. I was like, yeah, this is for Ina. I was like, I have to send it to her. You didn't ask for it. I was like, this is for you. I don't know. Do what you want with it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
uh
Now at
and,
least,
and I did not expect such a high level of support when I first signed up to it. I expect uh, interview, one session, giving me a program, and get on with it. And literally, if I skip one day to text, you will text me and ask me what's going on, how I'm doing, and you've been so involved with me. It was unbelievable. It's like I had not 24/7. You did sleep sometimes, but
yes,
I
I
had
had to.
literally everyday support.
I
That
I
that was
really care about every single person I work with. Like literally, I want to get you out of the situation, the struggle, the situation that you are in, and that's why. Yeah, you might receive messages from me, and I just want to make sure you are good and you are on the go. It's not about giving out the program and that's it. I made my money and you can go hey ho, right? No, for me it's like I'm almost like nurturing each client that I work with, and Ina, you were one of them. So I feel honored to take care of you as well during the time we were working together. Ina, where would you be now if you wouldn't sign up with me in the January when you reach out?
To be honest, quite resigned. That's where I would have been. I would have been. I've done it all. I've tried every diet there is. I bought all the seeds and sprouts and and got every single superfood that was ever advertised in the cupboard, and would have been just resigned, really.
Yes,
That's what got me out
unfortunately.
of. I got hope. I got things changing for me. I got massive breakthroughs, and I know that this summer I will have my beach body, lockdown or not. I don't really care. I will find a way to get to a beach and show it off.
Yes. It's time, Ina. It's time. You deserve to shine. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what would you say to someone that is still on a fence and try, like, to reach out for Ines or not? I still, can't figure out myself, and invest money into the something that really is bothering them.
I would say you will get more than you signed for with Ines. And it's not just food and just nutrition and just exercise. Yes, they are important, but until you are in alignment yourself, um, any results you get would be temporarily. And to actually have permanent, lasting results, you will be paying attention to your emotional state, to what's driving you inside, to all sorts of things happening in your body. I did not feel them before. I felt I'm tired, and I couldn't tell what exactly does that do. I couldn't feel my own body. I couldn't tell a lot of things, and a few days after speaking to Ines, I was able to locate that I wasn't tired, but it was an eye cream that I was using that made my eyelids dry and feel a certain way. So my eyes were feeling tired because of that eye cream. Otherwise, my body overall was not tired. And Ines is the person that had me focus on how do I feel, listen to my body. Literally, how many times have you repeated to me, listen to your body? um,
This is my mission,
I,
Ina. I'm on a mission.
yes,
Yeah.
listen
Would you
to your
say
body.
that now you are more, sorry, Ina, I interrupt you. You wanted to say something?
No, no.
Would you say that now you are more connected with your body? Because that's what I'm promising.
Yes, yes,
And
exactly.
how does it
Um,
feel?
I can feel things. It's interesting. I the numbness in my leg. I started feeling pins and needles again, and things happening there, and I know that this is my sensations returning. And I haven't been to the doctors for it. I know it's neurological, but it never really bothered me. I haven't been to the doctors. It's just I am allowing myself to feel. So, excuse me, the feelings are returning. And a couple of days ago, I was again at the river and I screamed. This is one of the things that Ines had asked me, get a pillow to scream into or something just to express that anger, give it, let it go, let it out.
Yeah.
Um, and I recently cried as well. Um, it's I am allowing myself to just sit with that emotion. I don't have to stuff it down with food and suppress something. Even I notice when I want to go to switch on the TV just to avoid some thoughts that are going through my mind. I want to switch on another channel and just hypnotize myself with the TV show. I'm sure you know the feeling. You know what I mean. It's a
Yeah.
way we escape. And I realized, oh, hang on, stop that show. Let's sit with this for a minute. Should I meditate for a little bit? What do I do now? What is it that I'm feeling? Where is this coming from? And I just allow that flow. I don't feel stuck anymore.
It's called Ina being alive. You are alive being right now. You allow yourself, gave yourself permission. I really want to feel it. Rather like, no, 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 don't. I just want to be in my box. And like anyone, nobody likes the pain. Nobody likes feel angry. Even myself, I was on the fence of I don't want to show anger because it creates conflict, or or yeah, basically being rude, or certain things that I thought should keep it up, but
Yes,
it's hiding in your body. It's somewhere there, and then at some point you need to release it. Either it's a condition, symptoms coming up, or you just need to let it out. So scream if you need to, and everyone else that is listening to. Ina, what is your journey right now? What is that you are doing? So you are NLP coach. You are helping with
yes.
emotional eating. What is that you from now on? What you're gonna help for those women out there?
Basically, I have been developing different tools for handling emotions in a healthy way. And NLP has quite a few tools, of course, like timeline therapy is about release of negative emotions, and you derive positive learnings all along the way. And uh, I'm not sticking to just NLP tools. I have other spiritual tools because, like I said, done number of different personal development programs and several curriculums, and I want to help people unleash those emotions, and help them have those tools to manage them in a healthy way, and not use food uh, as a tool, really. We know how to get happy hormones with sugar or with chocolate, and that is not a lasting result. And I am developing a program around that. I have coached number of people on why they eat a bunch of things they don't like just because it reminds them of their country, for example, and it's nostalgia that has them eat that particular piece of junk food. It's not because they enjoy the flavor or it gives them so much. And I had distinguished these things for myself quite a bit, but nonetheless. I was not feeling what my body is telling me. I was feeling what my mind is telling me. I'm a very rational person, and I rationalize over my emotions all I want. This is something I believe everyone will relate to. Back as a child, I'm sure mom and dad have taught you how not to behave, that it's not good to be angry. No one likes children acting out like this, throwing tantrums. And if you want to get a treat or uh, go out, play with your friends or whatever, you have to behave a certain way. You have to be a good girl, a good boy, you know.
Mhm.
And from there you are given this image of what a good girl looks like, and you try to stick to it as best as you can, because then mommy and daddy treat you well and give you the things that you want. And quite frankly, this is when we start suppressing our emotions. It is, and we don't realize that it starts that way, and it's pretty simple. And I love my mom. She's wonderful, and she has taught me how powerful words are. And if I get angry or upset, I don't want to throw out some nasty words at somebody that I'm going to regret a few hours later. I definitely don't want to do that. But instead, I suppress the anger, and it just never comes out. I don't say the nasty words. I never insulted anyone in my life, but I also suppress the anger.
Yeah, there you go. We are the same in this. I can say the same. The childhood really plays a big role on how we are, or the limiting beliefs or beliefs, any beliefs, anything. But the fly is flying this way, because somebody told you. And yes, I completely agree with you. It's completely like that. The parents said, no, you can't do this. Even nowadays, don't behave like this. Oh, you should wear bras, or you should, shouldn't be going to the beach with, I don't know, something, right? There's always some kind of social like their mantra that everyone's like, oh yeah, maybe I should plumb my lips, or maybe have my eyebrows done, for example, or eyelashes, right? Everyone's doing them. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But no, this is not the way. It's just whatever feels right for you, right? And yeah, you know, how, if anybody is interested working with you, how can they find you?
Facebook page. I am tagged here on this live video, I believe, and just message me on Messenger. I will get back to you the same day, most likely. That's the easiest way to connect.
Yes, beautiful. And what is there anything else you want to add before we finish our interview, basically?
I'm gonna quote you and say, "Listen to your body."
Listen to your body. And yes, our title was that fat acts as our protection layer, and you
Yeah.
need to also think about that aspect, not only think about, oh, I need to do the fat burning program, fat burning
Mm.
something, fat burning food. You said,
Yeah.
remember you asked me about coffee.
Yeah.
everyone's using coffee for fat burning thing, right? But then it affects our adrenals, we're exhausted and depletes from the nutrients nobody talks about.
Yes. To say a little bit more about that, you can lose the fat with diet, exercise, etc., and you're gonna exhaust yourself trying to keep it off unless you work with the issues that had you build it up. And for me, it was to look at, why do I need a protection layer? What is it that I'm so scared of? And once I reframed a fair bit with my NLP tools, and basically discovered for myself how I am at the source of everything in my life, including the things that I didn't find quite so pleasant. I find, why did I need to create those? How did I cause that, this and that to happen? And knowing that I am at the source of everything gives me that power that my anything coming up in my life in the future, again, if I'm the one creating it, what's there to be afraid of? You know, um, that there
Powerful.
is no to be afraid of, and I am okay that to let people in, to allow them close to me, and to share myself more openly and closely with my friends and family, and I don't need a protection layer.
No, there's nothing
Say
to
it out.
be.
You don't need a protection layer.
Let it go. Let it go. All that doesn't serve you anymore, and just invite everything that is new and it's ready for you in front of you.
Yes.
Ina, thank you so much for your time, for your input, for doing the work for yourself, because I just gave you the tools and you just needed to put the biggest work after.
Yeah.
Thank you for being amazing client. As I couldn't wish it for even for a better one, and I really am pleased with your results. I'm pleased with your results. I'm pleased with your transformation, with your breakthrough. This is beautiful. So,
Thank you so much for being an amazing coach. And I had the best time working with you. I'm sure we will work again together in the future. And you know what? I'm a big believer that we are social beings and we just help each other grow together. Self isolating myself, protection layers and all. What did just happen? Oh, sorry. Something flashed on my screen. Excuse me. Uh, we grow together. It's always someone else's support, input that's gonna help us see something for ourselves. And there is no destination to reach to. It's all a journey. So I have discovered a lot working with Ines for the past couple of months, but I know that there is always another layer of discovery to go for. And the only time we stop discovering is 6 feet under. So by
yeah.
look her up, contact her, and book yourself an appointment.
Thank you so much, Ina. I wish you a good evening, and let's speak soon. And I want to see you shine with your career, with your health, with your body. Just go with it.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.